Okay, are you ready for your next comic? We are continuing the broadcasting theme of the evening, if you will. This gentleman frequently appears on Sports Time Ohio as an announcer and an anchor, and he is a comedian who is touring all over the place, and we're thrilled to have him here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Boronkay.
Don't press the mic stand. Come on, let's keep it going for Jeff. And Greg and everyone who's seen. And hey, let's hear from you guys, man. Coming out, we appreciate that. It's all night, and no, I know you. You know, it's a big deal because here in Delaware you've got lots of entertainment options. No, I saw your Chipotle. Mwah! Love working with Greg and Chuck because now I'm no longer the creepy old dude. Nice, man. Hey, and by the way, what about Kara, man? I mean, we're donating our time to donate to the theater. That's outstanding. It's amazing, Peter. I know this is my first time here. I'm looking around and like, wow, this thing opened in 1916. I'm thinking 97 years later, still showing a Die Hard sequel. Bathroom, man. Bathroom renovation's outstanding. I went in there, I'm at the urinal, I'm like, wow, this is like a vacation for my penis. It's beautiful, man. I love coming down here. It's been fun. I tell you, a lot of us, we came down from Cleveland, and not that bad drive. And it's weird though, the price of gas has been bouncing around today, it dropped again. And on the way down, I found a pump filled up for $3.49. I know, it's awesome. Now I can afford that trip to Westerville. Weather's been all weird too. You guys don't get it as bad as us, but like last week, did you get that snowstorm of the century we were supposed to get? Yeah. And it was weird because like last Saturday was really nice out, and we're all like, oh, it's the end of winter, which, we get fooled for it every damn time. And everyone's so anxious for it to end. I was driving on 71, and I got passed by this salt-covered Beamer convertible with the top down. Yeah, trophy wife was pissed. I did what you would do, right? I looked to try and time out for the nearest puddle to splash them, and it's Ohio, so I hit a pothole, bent my rim. I hate driving in the snow. And I know we're from Ohio, we're used to it. Like, I get calls from my brother in California, he's like, don't go out, you'll end up flipped over in a ditch. It's like, I'm from Ohio, shut up, man, give me the keys. The only thing that ticks me off is that's when I'm starting to realize that I'm getting older, right? Because you think you're fine, and then someone like him, like a young little prick, he'll go barreling by doing like 25. And meanwhile, I'm hunched over the wheel, all white-knuckling, 10 into, you'll be low-ride, slam on your brakes, do something fast, and furious 360, you'll slide 40 feet and stop perfectly in your parking space. Listen, December, I got passed by a shuttle bus for a senior center. And you don't know sad, you look at that emergency door window, there's Granny pressed up against the glass going, pussy! That's bull, I got important places to go. I don't mean to brag, but December I performed at a holiday party for AA. Oh, those people are inspirational, staying sober and living in Gehenna. Come on, that's tough. It is, you got all those corner bars, you get a beer for $2, it's like, damn it, I can finally afford my DUI. Like this, man. Oh, by the way, I forgot to think, how about this? The lighting and video crew and everything, they've donated their time too. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot to do it. It's really cool. They're from like a local school, all 18 and stuff. And I gotta tell you, we were really lucky. We didn't think we'd get them, and at the last minute, negotiations broke down. Couldn't get a sitter. Yeah, I like this. So, I was down here not too long ago, and I was actually over in Reynoldsburg. And I would just cruise around. I met a new woman, and whenever I do, they find out I do stand-up. They're like, oh, get me tickets, right? So I Facebooked them, told them about this. Look at this, never showed. It was different last night, though, because I was doing the show back home, right? And I come walking out and sitting right about where you are, just looking up, smiling and laughing, was beautiful Linda with her date. Yeah, you're taking that better than me. I was mad. But I did what you're supposed to do. I'm a professional, right? I took all my anger, I channeled it, had one of my best sets ever, and I know it because afterwards he asked me out. I don't know what it was, man. This is crawling with you. beautiful women, kind of like tonight. How you doing? Dude, you can at least have the decency to fake like you're threatened. He's looking at me, he's like, you're mid-40s, 5'8", 160. Oh yeah, I'll wheeze on you. It was crawling with beautiful women. And I don't know if it was like a ladies' night, you know, where you women, you get the free drinks, the free admission, you know, because you don't get enough free shit. Seriously, like, she has no idea how expensive it is to own a penis. Seller, what kills you is the maintenance, right? Applause, he's like, blue pills. This place last night, babe, just crawling with beautiful women. And it's like an hour before the show, and I'm just at the bar out there just having a cup of coffee, right? Two stools over is this exotic brunette, and she's staring at me, tapping a cigarette. Well, I look away, I look back, holy crap, she's still staring, all right? So, she's checking me out. So then she gets, it can happen. So then she gets up, she's walking over, and then she stops and lightly grabs my arm. That is so sexy when you women do that, right? And she leans in and whispers in my ear, you look like a really nice guy. Watch my purse. She goes on this phone. It's like, hey, you don't know me, I'm street. No, I proved it. She left the room, I took her credit cards, alphabetized them, put them back. That's the way I roll, bitch. The young dude laughing. This is what happens. You enjoy. Listen. This is what happens when you get older, and that happens all the time. Is people start to question your street cred, which is bull. So last week did something about it. Joined a gang. All right. Actually, it's AARP. You don't understand. It's tough out there. It is. We already got these rivals, right? There's this pack of grandmothers. They've been terrorizing the neighborhood. Called themselves the Montestad 7. I know, infectious sponge. Okay, honestly, I wish I could promise that's the most stupid thing I'm going to say. I'm not going to commit this. All right, look at you. All right, you're going to judge me? Let me get a look at you people. It's nice. Bunch of folks my age and stuff. That's cool. Yeah. What's that? Dude, you a biker? Yeah, look at that, man. Biker like my age. That's cool. It's like Hell's Angels' parents. Didn't know Harley made a minivan. By the way, let's hear it for all the concessions folks too. All right, what about the ghosts? I heard we got ghosts here. Yeah. I was reading about it, and it said the one ghost, like, every now and then you hear him say, I'm hungry. It's like, because even a ghost can't afford theater popcorn? I don't know why I found that funny. Apparently I'm the only one. Man, this is nice. This is cool. This is, no, because we travel around a lot, and I don't know if you guys maybe go to comedy clubs on the road, but a lot of them now are inside hotels. And I was working this one, I worked this one in Lima a lot, because this comedy career is exploding. And the first time I went there, it's in this Holiday Inn. No lie, they had a swingers convention. Yeah, I got hit on by a couple. And I told them, I will only disappoint one at a time. It's funny, like this place I did last night. It's a club at home, but I drank a little too much. And they're like, don't drive home, we'll get your room, right? So they really took care of me. They took me up in a travel lodge. No, the penthouse. Yeah, at a travel lodge. So I go stumbling in, right? And in the middle of this room is this gigantic jacuzzi, which young guy knows is awesome when you're alone. No, it's part of their You're a Loser package. Gotta tell you, not that bad. You slip an extra $20, I'll run speakers from the next room. You can listen to other people have sex. As you heard, TV sportscaster, TV sportscaster. Now I'm here with you, so career's going great. And people are always like, TV sports, what a great gig, why would you leave? And it's kind of complicated. I don't have a lot of time. Let me see if I can explain real quick. I got fired. But I had some success, I did. Actually, that's a lie. I came in second. I lost out to John Anderson. And the reason they told me I didn't get the job, I swear this is what they told my agent. They said, looks are a concern. Thanks, dick. That means a major television network and Brad Pitt over here find me less physically appealing than John Madden. Yeah, that's bullshit. I'm at least as hot as Betty White. I said that to Jeff, and he's like, you know, Bill, I watch Sports Center. A lot of the new guys, they're kind of ugly. You should reapply. I still work in TV, and I host this show on Sports Time Ohio. But I also do a lot of other things now, and I'm branched out because I'm really important. This company I work for, get this, they just sent me in August on an all-expenses-paid trip to the Ohio State Fair. All right, you know what? I don't need your sarcasm. This is important. It was a working trip. I was sent there to produce a 2-hour live telecast of the Sale of Champions. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know what that is the country's 4th largest livestock auction. No, it gets better. I was sent early to produce a segment on the chicken judging. Yeah. I've never seen this before, right? So you go out and this is what happens. These kids raise these birds, right? And they bring them up and they hold them upside down. And a judge walks out and feels their breasts. Well, after 2 hours of shooting this, I get to thinking, you know what? I've been judging women all wrong. So after work, we're at the bar, right? Yeah, and I got this date by her ankles. And she's fighting. Possibly because she's not my date. But she keeps going. I'm like, hey, you are not scoring well with the judges. And then I had to take off because her egg dropped. To be fair, I told you that other one wasn't the most stupid thing I'd say. That's all right, man. Stand-up's fun. This is awesome. It's cool. It's a great way to meet women. Yeah, that are already on dates. Look at you guys all good looking and stuff. Dude, seriously, she's way out of your league. How long you guys been together? 10 years. You can tell it's been a while too because they're not touching. No, I like you though. Listen, I do. Because listen, my best friend's in a new relationship. And you got friends in new relationships. You can't do anything with them. You can't. Come on, anytime you're going to go somewhere, you got to wait a half hour because they're always like, what do you want to do? I don't care. What do you want to do? I don't care as long as I'm with you. See? After 10 years, it's like, as long as I'm with you. My night's shot. Young dudes taking notes? I like you, man. No, man, I like the young ones, man. There aren't that many, but don't you like being around them? Because they always have that glow, you know? Usually come with their phone because they're always texting and twittering. You know, 10 minutes ago, he's like, I'm surrounded by old people. Hashtag cellulite. Always with the texting and Twitter. You text when you drive? Yeah. Yeah, it's dangerous, but it's also smart. It's good practice for later when you're driving drunk. Think you're so special with the social networking? Please, you're not that special. Listen, everyone is social networking. They are. I saw my grandmother on Facebook. You're right, you know what? I misspoke. My bad. It wasn't Facebook. It was the obituaries. Alright, you know what? You may think that's me, but I'll tell you who loves that joke. My other grandmother. She's cool. She's inspirational. She started dating again. Yeah, what an inspiration, man. A grandmother, and she's dating. And every day now she'll call me with advice, and she's like, Bill, there are plenty of fish in the sea. Of course, for me, most are floating upside down. Look at you guys laughing. You're a bigger prick as me. Young ones, man. Now, who's he with? What's going on here? That's your brother? Aw, that's adorable. Aw, that's great, man. What's this, like a Make-A-Wish button? I said, is it like? I didn't say it was. Nice. It's adorable, man. Oh, they always think they're the coolest ones in the room at that age, don't they? Yeah. Please, we're cool. Come on, that 80s. Who else was cruising around in acid wash jeans? Yeah. For him, the 80s have been what? Parachute Pampers? You weren't even alive, were you? Enjoy your youth, because you know what happens before too long? Middle age. We're my half-dead brothers and sisters. Yeah. By the way, there are more of us. It's just past 8. We're tired. Look at him. Thinks he's so cool because his body's still tight. Should we tell him what's going to happen? You wait, get to 30, maybe get a little bit of a pot belly, and 40, it drops. Then you got pot crotch. Go ahead and laugh, cowboy. Listen, everything breaks down. Last week, I pulled a muscle shaking a bottle of Rogaine. Thing is, I don't feel old. I don't. Like, you feel old? Really? Because you kind of look it. Oh, by the way, guys, as an added bonus for free after the show, you come out the parking lot, watch him beat my ass. But see, every now and then when you're older, you still get signs like, you know what, maybe I still got it. Because listen, 4th of July, I don't know if you remember, it was really hot out. And I just mentioned I was going to take off my shirt. Well, out of the mouth of this 18-year-old girl, this is what she says, no lie, I quote, "Ew!" It's not like I'm taking off my pants. Ew! It's cool, you can still get in great shape when you're older. Listen, I was in the best shape of my life when I was 35 because I found this amazing weight loss program, and it's catching on now. It's called unemployment. Your abs pop when you can't afford food. But if you ever been unemployed, you know, you got all this time on your hands, but the problem is you have no one around to do anything with. So like every day while my buddies were going to their cubicles, I'd just go to the gym. So while I was getting a washboard stomach, they were getting money. Yeah, so Friday night would roll around and I showed them you women, you go for the guy with the six-pack, you do. Yeah, and then you showed me you go home with the guy with the Lexus. Greedy bitches. This goes on for a year, and finally my friend owns a pool service company. He felt sorry for me, so he gave me a job. I was a middle-aged pool boy. That's when I learned that in real life, those really wealthy housewives, not that desperate. No? You know what, I'm going back to TV where I can't hear you people. I don't feel old. The only time I do is when I'm trying to buy something, right? I'm in line for all you young ones, and I see your eyes roll when I pull out my checkbook. Shut up! It's actually faster to write a check now. It is, look, because all I gotta do is sign it, the register will print it up. I'll tell you what takes longer. Get in line behind someone my age actually trying to use their debit card. Yeah, there's 23 minutes of heaven. I can't sign on this. One accept button. I pooped. He's your brother? You can't talk to him, can you? Oh man, well you're young too. You can't talk to young dudes. You ever talk to them that age? Oh my God, all they talk about is Madden football, Madden football. You know what I had? Electric football. Who else? Yeah, remember that? Oh, what a piece of shit. They got their lifelike graphics. What do we have? A realistic vibrating board. Anytime you turn on, just hear mom yell from the next room, "Stop playing with my toys!" That's a vibrator joke. That's your brother. Oh, I didn't get creepy, did it? I don't feel old, dude. The thing is that you always say the key to staying young is keeping up with technology, but it doesn't always work. It doesn't, because like I was almost late tonight because I had to buy gas, but I didn't budget the extra 20 minutes you need for the Speedway pay at the pump questionnaire. Do you have a rewards card? No. Debit or credit? Credit. Would you like a car wash? No. How's that rash? Then use another 10 minutes looking for the "it still burns" button. Young guys, I know. I got some advice for you, and I had the 4 young people that are in here. And you guys are going to disagree with me at first, but hear me out. Let me explain. The advice is marry young. I mean, seriously. I mean, odds are you're going to blow it, right? Get it over with. Yeah. I'm being helpful. Listen, because here's the deal. I made it to my 40s, never married. I'm great with it. I am. Everyone else is really judgmental. I met this amazing woman after a show just a couple weeks ago. And we're getting to know each other, right? And we're talking. She's like, wow, 40s, never married. Not even on your first divorce. You're a freak. It's like, yeah, I'm a loser. No one's run off with half my shit. Applause. There's a bit of something, bitch. Aw. Monday, someone's getting papers. Everyone's judgmental. This friend of mine's all excited because a former high school classmate or her gotta go. You gotta meet him. He is so talented and it's just a great guy. You know, we could never figure out if he's gay. Yeah, you'd like him. That's bull. It is. No, women love me, but I always end up being the friend guy. Anyone else? Oh no, Bill, we're all real men. Don't you laugh, you're sitting with your brother, player. Everyone's judgmental. I don't understand. And I got all these female friends. You got female friends, it's the worst. Like, I have this friend, Jenny. We've been friends forever. And I remember when in our 20s, she's like, listen, Bill, if we're both still single by the time we're 40, we should get married. Well, you kind of forget about that stuff, right? Well, we just had a party for her 40th, right? We get done yelling surprise. She sees me, makes a beeline to me. She's like, listen, Bill, if we're both still single by the time we're 80. I took her to, here's the problem. When you women go out together, you all have that we came together, leave together attitude, right? Yeah, I mean, unless one of you's a whore. I said unless? Raising your hand, dude. But you're different when you're out with your male friend, because I took Jenny to dinner last week, right? She met a dude, I had to take a cab home. I drove. It's hard, nothing prepares you for when you get older, how hard it is to meet women. It's tough, and so Jenny's always trying to hook me up. She's giving me advice, right? And she's like, this is what you gotta do, Bill. You got an online date, got a computer date. Any online daters here? Match.com's making millions off just my sorry ass? I gotta tell you, it didn't work for me. And it might have been my fault, because like the first time I went to Match.com, honestly, I'm not that computer savvy, so I kind of got confused with Ancestry.com. Long story short, I did with my grandma. And the thing is, you know what, everyone turns on you, like my married friends are trying to hook me up now. Guys never do that, but you get older, all of a sudden guys are trying to do it. Like you try to fix up your single friends? Do you really? Dude, what happened? We're men. You know, you're supposed to let them go home and cry themselves to sleep, like a real man. But I never understood. I asked my friend Rich, I'm like, why do you do this now? It's like, Bill, we just want you to experience the joy we live. So I'm out with Rich and his wife and their friend Karen, right? We're laughing, drinking, having a great time. Gets to be late, gonna be responsible, crash at their place, but they only have one guest bed. And Karen's like, that's all right, we can share. So naturally, I know she wants me. So just as I'm reaching over to turn off the light, out of the mouth of this gorgeous 25-year-old marathon runner comes, no loving, no touching, no squeezing. It's like, wow, she loves Journey too. They were a band in the 80s. Well, I wake up and she's right there in my face, big green eyes, right? And she's holding my hands and she's like, you were the perfect gentleman, you didn't even try to touch me. Then she grabs my hands, pulls them to her heart and says, I can't wait to be your friend. I know, half naked, drunk, hop into my bed. I will charm the pants right back on you. It's hard to meet women when you're young. Let's say when you're young, you can meet women everywhere, right? Like you can meet women at the mall. Try going to the mall as a middle-aged single guy. Yeah, I'm not even trying to do that. All of a sudden, I'm like the creepy old dude. And I'm looking for clothes, and you women are all giving me dirty looks. I think it's because you smell the desperation. But I'm looking at shirts, right? And they always have this hot college age, sales girl, and she comes over, and they can sell you anything. Like last year, I bought the most adorable pair of capris. But she comes over, and I'm bracing myself for it, right? And instead, she stops and just looks at me and is like, okay, I can do this. Listen, for $1,200, I can put you in a wardrobe that'll change your world. So, wow, well, finish folding those khakis and share your wisdom, old Navy life coach. I kind of screwed that up. Really, that's how you're going to be? That's all right. It's tough to meet women, man. It's tough. And the mall is no place for a guy. It isn't, because the whole thing is geared towards you women. And I don't understand it, because you guys, you don't need to shop that much. You share clothes, you borrow things, you give each other things that don't want to fit. I run into Jenny and her friend Maria, and they're trying things on, and Maria's like, Bill, what do you think of these jeans? I borrowed them from Jenny, but I'm thinking of buying my own pair, but they're $175. Like, wow, 175 bucks. You guys give each other things that don't want to fit. You know what? It'd be cheaper to get Jenny fat. You can do your whole wardrobe with a golden brow. Listen, Maria is phenomenal. I've had a crush on her forever. She's like half Filipino, half black. She's just so sexy. And I'm trying to impress her, right? So I'm like, listen, Maria, you should wear a lot of reds and yellows and whites because it'll make your dark features pop. She's like, wow, you really know what you're talking about. I knew you were gay. Like, I'm not not gay. I just know it looks good turning me down. I really want to go out there. I'm really shy, but finally I got the nerve to ask her. And she goes, you can do better. Really? You can do better? No, turns out she was talking to herself. It's hard to meet women when you're older. That's the thing, it's like, you gotta get really creative. So like, I start going to parent-teacher conferences. It works great. Till they find out I don't have a kid. Awkward. There's no one left to date when you're old. Listen, what am I supposed to do? Date women my age? Women, no, you cannot get this. This is on you. Listen, I think women in your 40s or 50s, you are beautiful, you are sexy. But now, you're all chasing young dudes. Yeah, see? And society applauds it. I go young, do I hear cougar? No, just pedophile. You're rude. You know what, I'm going to share this with you guys, but I think I'm going to because I feel like we have a really special bond. When I was in high school, one of my buddies dated a cougar, and we're like, man, that is so cool. And now we're in our 40s, and they're still together. Not so cool. He's making it work, though. He is. Listen, she just had a birthday. You know what he got her? Her first cell phone. All right, actually, it's a life alert. She only has to make one call. You guys are so warped, man. I like that. Check this out. This is really weird. Recently I started dating. I know, it shocked me too. And it's been a long time. I mean, I looked it up. In some states, by common law, I regained my virginity. And I'm kind of rusty. Like, you guys have been together 10 years, so you can help me out. For Valentine's, she got me a membership to eHarmony. I said that last night. Someone here looks up and goes, that's a really good idea. She wouldn't do pet names. Oh, God, no dude wants to do pet names. You guys do pet names? Come on, you can share, Pookie. What do you got? No, it's you. Well, no dude wants to do it, but she kept harping on it, right? So finally I'm like, all right, fine. So I named her Trixie. Yeah. Well, because honestly, we'd all rather be with a stripper. She calls me Thor. Yeah, because I bring the hammer. Actually, she doesn't, but it'd be damn cool if she did. Listen, I'm dating up, and what I mean by that is I'm dating someone that's really a lot better looking than me. You know what I mean. Dude, you can't argue, she's right there. And I find it funny that because I've always dated up, and it's kind of weird because my looks have been described as Muppety. That's all right, you can laugh, it's okay. No, because I said that 2 weeks ago in Syracuse, right? This side of the room starts going, Fozzie, Fozzie. This side gets pissed, and they're like, Gonzo, Gonzo. I'm crushed. And I look down, there's this grandmother lady right in the front row, and she looks up at me, she goes, I was thinking Beaker. Life alert, asshole. And the thing is, when you date up, here's the problem, is it's really cool for your ego, but no other dude ever believes they're with you. So I remember I had this girlfriend years ago, and I take her to dinner, right? And it's crowded, so you gotta wait at the bar. So she's here, I'm here. This 6'5" guy comes over, immediately starts working her. Well, I got a short temper, so after an hour and a half, I'm like, dude, I'm right here. And he looks over, he's like, you're the boyfriend? Well, you're a big boyfriend. Yes, you are. No, now I'm pissed. So I go to throw a punch, and let me see how I can explain this. You ever see like a 6-year-old when he's mad at his big brother and he tries to hit him, and the big brother does a stiff arm to his forehead? Yes, it's adorable, unless you're 40. So I punch myself out. And I step back, it's like, hey, she could be with me. She's not that hot. Okay, I know that now. It worked out, they had a great wedding. Trixie's much better looking than me. So guys, I know you're gonna hit on her. I get that. But what you don't understand is the way that a compliment from a stranger makes a woman act. Oh my God, like you could be nice to her all week, right? Taking her dinner, buy her flowers, give her a foot massage, because basically, dude, you really got to suck up, right? All right, odds are you're gonna go home alone, but now because of you, I have to go home with her newly inflated ego. Yeah, it's the worst. We're not even in the car, and she's like, he said I'm like a Corvette. And I'm like, oh, a Corvette. Because you look better in the 80s? because your body's mostly plastic. No, then she proved she's like a Corvette. She went from 0 to bitch in like 4.7 seconds. It's amazing, man. You ever meet someone like, when you guys met, did you know right away there was a special connection? Yeah, that happens sometimes. Like Trixie, right away, felt like it was almost spooky, right? So I brought her home to meet my parents. 5 minutes in the door, I hear my mom say to her, I like you. You're just like me. Yeah, I'm vomiting in my mouth. They're watching Golden Girls. It's like all your life you visualize your perfect partner, right? And one day you just wake up surrounded by cats and dream catchers. Yeah, so then I moved in with her. Yeah, tell you what, my parents, everyone's been really supportive, but Grandma's pissed. Because she thought I was gay. And having a gay grandson made her badass at the nursing home. God, then you guys, like, how long you guys lived together?
How long?
Yeah. 10 years, oh, so you just met and moved in together. All right, player. Yeah, you couldn't let her get away before she sobered up. I got you. But when you start living together, there's that adjustment period. And people tell you about, but you know what no one tells you about? Sharing a kitchen. It's the worst. Because, like, I'm really anal about expiration dates, and she's one of those people that doesn't believe they're real. Yeah, so the other day, out of the blue, I got up early. I shoveled the driveway, wiped off, brushed off her car. She's like, that is so sweet. I'm going to bake you brownies. Pulls out a box, and there's Betty Crocker staring at me holding a Lucky Strike. The point is, marry young. Because listen, when you're dating and you're older, everything moves so much faster. You know what she told me the other day, out of the blue? I just want you to know I'd be a really good divorce. I wouldn't even try for half your shit. Unless you become a famous comedian, then I'll drill you. And that night she came to a show, and afterwards she's like, you're fine. Thank you guys, man. You're fun. Hey, by the way, Greg and Chuck and everyone, we're all on Facebook, and I got a website. It's BillBoro.com. Visit it. I understand if I'm doing this right, at least 13, 14 people have been there so far. We got the Facebook thing. We're all making Facebook jokes and stuff. But the thing is, it's kind of cool because, listen, I used to work in Kansas City. I was a sportscaster in Kansas City and covered the Kansas City Chiefs, and I traveled with them, got to know the whole organization really well. And the other day, like a week ago, some of the cheerleaders looked me up on Facebook. I'm like, man, that is so cool. They were at lunch, and they're like, hey, we were at lunch and we were talking about you. I'm like, this would be awesome if it was like 15 years ago. And they said, hey, they're planning a reunion. And they said, you should come. We noticed that you're not married. You should come out. We need someone to babysit the kids. Kids, man. Never gonna have kids. You guys parents? Where are the parents? Yeah. Oh, well, it's yours. Yeah. See, look at that. It's on your face. That look of shattered dreams. I never wanted kids, but now I'm older. I'm seeing signs like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm missing out on something. I saw this beautiful father-son moment last week, right? Little Junior's out, had the elbow knee pads, a little helmet. He was learning to ride his bike. Yeah, I'm 270. No, my favorite thing is fathers of teen daughters. Any of you guys in here? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you made it out, and I'm sure she's at the library. I love you guys, man, because you are jittery and you are everywhere. I was grocery shopping at my local Heinen's. You guys got that here? Kroger? Yeah. So I'm grocery shopping at Kroger. True story. Cashier's a middle-aged dude. Out of the blue starts telling me how his 17-year-old daughter is being hit on by an NFL quarterback. What am I supposed to say? Can't retire on fuel points alone. Kids, they grow so fast, don't they? Jeez. Seems like just yesterday my neighbor's bragging about how beautiful his daughter is. Turned around, now she's in high school. Yeah, now he never asked me to watch her. Now I do. It's a joke, kidding, haha, comedy night. Everyone knows if you're gonna chase teens, you become a teacher. Never gonna have kids, but I know I'd be a great dad. I would, because listen, I was just babysitting my nephew, and I am totally the cool uncle, right? So I let him stay up a little late, we're just hanging out watching porn. And his mom comes home and gets all pissed off. She's like, don't you know he's sick? Gives him some Robitussin and sends him to bed. Not 5 minutes later, he's back on his big wheel, rams it into the wall. It's like, aw, his first DUI. And everyone says having kids changes your relationship, and it doesn't have to be that way. No. I was visiting my parents, right? ran out of socks. So I go to my dad's drawer to borrow a pair, open up, get this, found a pack of condoms. Whoa, after 40 years of marriage, Dad still doesn't trust Mom. Guys, that's my time. Thank you so much for coming to your show. Come out, buy the dress up front. Have a fantastic night.